So guys, welcome back to a new video on Crack It with Sina. I'm Adi. So as in the last video, I just posted it on bash scripting of TRYHACKME. So in this video, we will solve the find command room of TRYHACKME. I won't be using Linux because I think we don't need, we can do it on Windows itself because we don't need to run any command on the terminal or just to check it. I will just do a step-by-step walkthrough. You can just find the command by going to the learn section here and for searching it. So just write find, sorry, it didn't came. So if you write the find, you will get the room, the find command. So the task one is start finding. So it says when you know exactly what you are looking for, you don't need to search for it, you just have to find it. Means when we are on Kali and we want to search for a specific file, we know that we have downloaded at some point of time, but just forget the directory in which we have placed, we can use the find command to find it, and it will give us the path of the file or the folder you want to. So as it says, there is no need to deploy any VM in this room, that's why I won't be using Kali or any preferred Linux OS. So for checking the output, we have different tag commands with a find. Now it says we will create two file naming file 1 and file 2 using the touch command. If you are old in or just new by, you will be knowing that for making a file we need to use touch command. Now for executing find means if we need to search something named file followed by some other name like file type 1, file type 2, file type 3, so we can find all those files just putting file followed by a star. That means it should have a word file in the name itself and followed by any other character or numerics, whatever it is, that is ignored, but it will search for them. So it's searching for the files in the same directory in this case. So this will print for both the files. Now if we do find *1, that means asterisk 1, so it will search for all the file names that will have an ending with 1, and the prefix can be anything, whether it's your name, my name, any file. Like if we do find .openvpn, so it will find all the files that has an extension .openvpn. So that's in this case also. So the asterisk means that there can be anything, but the data we have already given, it should be there in the file. So for this case, files should be in the prefix, and for in this case, one should be in the suffix of the file. So I guess you have understood. If not, you can just comment it. I can make another video, or you can just find for another video on YouTube. So let's proceed with the task 2, that is be more specific. We will see how we can find a specific file, whether in the whole file system or in a specific directory, or how to find the directory itself. So it says the first argument of a find command is / if you want to search in the whole file system. That means if you don't know where you downloaded the file or where you placed it, like in root or in downloads or in desktop, you don't know the path, so we will use / command, that is for root, or you can say whole file system. Now two very useful commands are tag type and tag name. So by tag type, we will assign that whether we want to find a directory for D or a file using F, and tag name, we can say that what is the name of the file, or we can use this previous command type if we know that it has an ending with .txt and it is in, we say, my downloads directory. So I can just do find /downloads followed by star dot txt, so it will print out the path of all the txt files with their names, so we can just choose one of them what we need. You will just understand this when I solve this question. So now it says we have also a flag known as tag iname that is case sensitive. So means if you are 100% sure that the file name is in lowercase or in uppercase or the same file name, then we will use tag iname, or else we will use tag name if we are just familiar with or just remember the some part of the file name. So it says find all files whose name ends with .xml. So we don't know the whole file name, so that's why we won't use tag iname, we will use tag name. And it says the ending is .xml, so means we need to use the asterisk command, earlier one. So now starting with the command, first we need to call the package, that is find. Now we need to find all the files, that means in the whole file system. So it will be slash followed by the type. So we need to find the files, that's why f followed by tag name. And when we use tag name, we need to place the name in double quotes. Here, as you can see, if you use wildcard, you need to enclose your pattern in quotes. Oh, sorry, I just forgot. When we search files using this format, it is known as wildcard. So for that, we need to place it within the double quotes. So now we need to find ending with .xml. So we will do *.xml. Now we need to find all the files in the home directory recursively whose name is user.txt and it's case sensitive. So we already know the file name, that's why we will use tag iname in this case. So that will be find our package in the home directory, in the home directory, followed by the type, that is file, and we already know the name, that's why tag iname. We don't need a domain method comma in this case, user.txt. So now we need to find all the directories whose name contains word exploits. It means it can be in between, it can be in start, at end, I don't know. So we will again use the wildcard function using the tag name. So we will use find in the whole file system followed by type in D, that is directory. So name. So the main case is here about the file, so we don't know whether it's in end or start. So we'll do exploits like this. I'm sorry, I guess I messed up with something. So find minus type D. Sorry, I misspelled it. Now that's done. I hope you understand this. So now we will just take the find command to a next level in this task. So if we know the owner of the file, you can use or we can use minus user, tag user flag to search for it. Like if we have multiple users as Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, then we can search for file having the permissions of read for Bravo, then print those files. Or we can just find the files using the tag size flag. If we know the size of flag in KBs, we will use K here. For bytes, we will use suffix as C. For MBs, we will use capital M. And if we just remember that the file was less than 500 KB but don't know what was the exact size, so we will use minus followed by 500, and for KBs it will be K. And if we remember that the file size was more than 500 KBs but don't know what was the exact size, so we will use plus 500 followed by K. and if we are exactly sure about the file size, like it was 500, so we will just use 500 followed by k. So here n tells that that is the value of the file size. We don't need to write n but the value. So now the another one is tag param, or we can say permissions. I will just say permissions. So we can just find files with permissions giving the value in octal form. You can just read more about this. Here it says there is a short reference link. I won't go there. Like for 644, it says that the user has read permissions, and we can use tag and slash for making more inclusive searches. You can read about this more. Let me just move to minutes time. This minutes and times are not widely used, or you won't be needing it all the times. So I will just be skipping this. You can just have a look and you know try by yourself. Give it a try. So now we will just move to the problems. Now it says find all files owned by the user kitty cat. So as we know, for users we will use tag user. So that will be find all the files. That means whole file system followed by type f tag user as kitty cat. Now we need to find all files that are exactly 150 bytes. So as I said, for exact size we will use the size in numerics followed by the suffix, that is c for byte. That will be find tag minus type its file followed by tag size, and it's 150, and for byte it's c. Now find all files in the slash home directory recursive with less than 2 kbs and extension .txt. So now we need to use the size command also and name command also. So we will do find slash home, type as f, and size as minus 2k, because we don't know the exact size and it's less than 2 kbs. So for less than we will use the minus 2 and k for kbs, followed by name in double inverted comma, that is a wildcard .txt. Now it says find all files that are exactly readable and writable by the owner and readable by everyone else using octal format. So as we know, readable by everyone else, so you can see here it was readable by other users. So that will be 644 in octal. So we will do find slash type will be f followed by permissions 644. Now find all files that are only readable by anyone, use octal format. So for read permissions it 4 set, that's why the octal format will be 444, and it says only means we need to use inclusive form, that is slash form. You can just read it. Using the slash prefix we return file that match any of the permissions you have set. This means the slash access mode will match files that are readable and writable by at least one of the groups, like owner, group, or others. So if we do 444 with slash, then it will only check for read format or read permissions available. So that will be find tag minus type, that is f followed by permission, that is slash 444. Now it says find all files with write permissions for the group others regardless of any other permission with extension .sh. So we are going to use this format only, but using the tag command. So we'll type find. We need to find in the whole file system, followed by minus type or tag type, you can say, that is file permissions, as others have write permission, and the name followed by the wildcard, that is .sh. Now it says find all files in the user bin directory that are owned by root and have at least the SUID permission. You can search for this permission if you don't know about it. So we'll just paste it here in. So it says which stands for set owner user ID. You can just have a check about it. I will just try the command. So the command will be find. We need to find it in a USR bin, followed by type, that is F, followed by user, for which we need to find, so that will be root, and for permissions should have SUID permission, that is S. So now find all files that were not accessed in the last 10 days with extension .png. So in this case we will use the time command. At time, it should be, so it's here, A time, M time and C times are the specified one, like A for accessed, M for modified, and C for its status has changed. So now we will use find tag not followed by type F. Now we are sure about the time that weren't accessed within 10 days or the last 10 days, so it will be minus 8 time followed by plus 10 and followed by the name as wildcard. So from the next video, I guess I will be making videos doing face cam also, so please don't comment something about my face, as you know, I'm just a normal guy. So now we need to find all files in the user bin directory recursive that has been modified within the last 2 hours. So now for this we have to use M, that is for modified case. So followed by the find /ur/bin, followed by type as file modified in the minute section, and for 2 hours it's 120 minutes. So yes, we did it. Now it says about something pending and what data will be lost, or we can print something more. You can just have a look at it. So that's it in this room. We complete our room successfully. So we'll see you in the next video solving another room. So don't forget to subscribe my channel and like this video and share with your friends if you just like the walkthrough. I will also be making walkthroughs on Medium blocks and my GitHubs also. I will provide the link below in the description after I complete them. See you in the next video. Till then, stay safe and happy. Thank you.